Okay, welcome back to KG Constrictors, and today we are going to visit with my 2006 Ghost Boa, and I am hoping that she is a super ghost. Of course, a ghost is produced by taking a hypomelanistic or a salmon boa, breeding it to a type 1 anery, and then the offspring from that breeding will all be hypo het type 1 anery. And then if you breed those babies back to another boa who's also het for type 1 anery, you'll get a ghost. So right now you get people producing I think jungle ghosts and ghost motleys and all sorts of cool stuff. My breeding plan for her in the near future is to try to produce some triple het moonglows. I will be breeding her with Thor, my my 05 male albino here, in hopes of producing some triple het moonglows. Of course, Thor, his head's down the other end, but he bred Farah, my super salmon, this past breeding season, and she had an awesome litter of 31 double het sunglows. Because she's a super salmon, all the babies are double het for sunglow. So we're going to try Mr. Thor here with Miss Rhiannon here, who is, as I said, my 06 ghost, and I'm hoping that that she is a super. And I got her from a guy named Chris Perry, who's also from Massachusetts. I'm originally from Massachusetts, and I'm hoping that she's got enough body weight come this fall that she'll be able to be bred. I've brought her along fairly slowly. You know, being an 06, this fall will mark the 3-year mark for her. She'll be almost 3.5 years old, so as long as she's got a decent body weight, I'm thinking she'll be ready to breed. My last try at triple het moonglows was kind of a disaster. My friend Brandon Nixon from California Constrictors, we took his, I want to say she was an 04. She was big, gorgeous snake. She was an 04 Kodam salmon, or not a Kodam salmon. No, she wasn't a super ghost. She was just a regular Kodam ghost. We bred her at a Thor, and she was huge, and I can't remember the date. It was either May or June of 2008, but I was expecting this nice litter, and I ended up getting a ton of slugs and about 11 or 12 excuse me, 11 or 12 stillborns. So that was really depressing. Not sure what happened there, but you know, when you're breeding snakes, there's never any guarantees, and I've been really fortunate up until that point. That's the only stillborn litter I've ever had. She's staring at the lens of this camera. It's funny how they, first time they see this camera, they like fixate on the lens. It's like they think something's going to eat them, or they're just staring at it. So we'll get her out, get a little closer look at her. She's still keeping a lot of her really nice ghostly colors. What happens to a lot of these ghosts, and from what I hear, if they're not from the orange tail line, they tend to get kind of muddy. And as they get older, they kind of darken up and they lose that nice silvery, you know, kind of velvety ghost look that they have when they're babies. She's not bad, you know, for a snake that's almost, actually is already 3 years old. I'm going to say she was born in June of 06. She's actually kept her color pretty well, and I'm happy with the look of her. And I was told that that comes from being an orange tail hypo. She's got the orange tail line, kind of like Farah, in her background, and I guess that tends to keep the ghost colors a lot better than some of the hypos out there that are not from the orange tail line. So if that is indeed true, that's an added bonus with her. So she's got pretty good body weight. I'd like to see, obviously, a lot more on her, and I'm going to really start stepping up her food here over the next 3 months, and I'm going to put her with Thor, if all goes well, right around November 1st. So I'm hoping that she'll be ready. If she's not, we'll have to push breeding off another year and figure out another project for Thor. That's fine. You know, I think I've mentioned this many times in some of my other videos that when I breed my snakes, I actually don't feed the females. When they start breeding, there's no food offered until usually after I know they have ovulated and then they've had their post-ov shed. Some of the bigger breeders, this is what they've done, and I've kind of picked up the that method of feeding from them, and so far it's worked really well. They have enough feeding when it comes time to going into the breeding season. But anyway, so she's still got 3 months left to eat, and we're going to hope that that she reaches the right size. So thanks again for watching, and we will see you soon.